What's up guys, today we have a very bizarre and thrilling scenario. Imagine that amazing whale landing with only one engine out of the 4 engines, and that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do engine fire in 3 engines and leave only one engine and see how the aircraft performs and how it's gonna land as well. So stick around if you wanna try a similar scenario, and it's gonna be fun. So without further ado, let's go to failures. We are about 80 nautical miles from the airport, so let's go to fire protection and let's keep engine number 3. We did already quad engine failure and fire. If you haven't checked that one out, give it a try. It was a very thrilling one. So 1 and 2 and 4 are gone. Of course, we're gonna prioritize aviating, then navigating, then communicating with ATC and so on, and cabin crew and stuff like that. So currently we have master caution on and we have ECAM actions. So we're gonna go with engine number 1, idle, and let's see how the aircraft will maintain its altitude with that performance. That's one of the tests. Single engine in that alt is really challenging, so let's see what's gonna happen. Engine 1 master off, and fire push button. This will disconnect hydraulics, electricity and fuel from engine, and this is fire extinguisher agent 1. If we still have fire after a few seconds, we need to deploy agent 2 as well. So let's see. Of course, we need to be very careful not to shut down engine number 3. So for instance, if we hit that one for 3, it's not gonna work as well. So it's gonna be quad engine failure in that scenario. Alright guys, let's go for 2 and engine 2 off. Push agent 1 check. In that scenario, we should be guarding engine number 3, not to disconnect that one. Idle for 4. Eliminated in here. We have fire in 4. I see fire is gone in 2. We still have 1 on fire, literally. So agent 2 for 1. Discharge check. Okay, for some reason it doesn't want to be discharged. This could be a bug, but yeah, that means we have a fire within our engine. Our engine on fire. And also for 1, here we can't put off that fire. Interesting. So now we have so let's discharge 2 at least. So currently we have another problem within our aircraft. We have engine fire and only single engine. That's the first challenging thing. And currently speed has decreased, is that a single engine can't operate in that altitude. And that's not exclusive to A380. This is also similar to also we need to go for MCT for 3, but it's not sufficient as well. So if you are doing that in A340 for instance, or Boeing 747, you can't maintain such a high altitude with that configuration, a single engine. So let's start descending since we are doing the flying part. Pull. Oh, don't tell me we lost autopilot now. We need him. We need it. Add this to our challenging scenario. Currently we have we don't have any reference within our FMA, which is really sad. So let's try to engage autopilot 1 again. Doesn't want to play, man. Deviate from our route a bit since we are descending in rapid way. We need to increase our descent.
Control. Cross IMDAPI at flight level 150. Cross IMDAPI at flight level 150. Emirates 870.
MDAP 150. At least we still have the auto throttle, and I see it's idling now because we are doing a rapid descent. That's at least working. We have auto thrust. We should be careful maneuvering that aircraft, especially at that low speed. We can easily stall. I'm gonna increase my descent rate. We need to be above 15,000 feet. This is like emergency descending. So actually, I'm gonna notify ATC now as well to see heading. And let's take control as well of the aircraft. Emirates 870, Mayday. We have lost 3 engines, flying only with 1 engine, descending rapidly.
Emirates 870, Jeddah Control, roger. You are cleared to descend as needed. Advise if you require any assistance or if you need vectors to the nearest airport.
Let's evaluate our situation.
Emirates 870, cross opted at altitude 9000 QNH 1012.
Emirates 870, QNH 1012, crossing outboard at 9,000 feet. Shall we fly direct or fly the star? That's a good question. Currently we are flying manual. Let's reduce our descent rate a bit. Let's go to a TCAS page and make it TA only, because like, oh, it's so buggy flight. To be honest with you guys, it's better to restart that flight because like there are so many bugs in here.
Maintain flight level 200. Descending to flight level 200, Spirit 891.
At least check if ECAM is working. So ABU bleed is not gonna be used. ATC notified. Clear. Flaps slow, slat slow.
870, contact Jeddah. Approach on 123.8.
Contacting Jeddah on 123.8, Emirates 870. Emirates 870 descending through 14,000 feet. Landing gravity extension.
Emirates 870 Super, Jeddah approach identified. Good evening. Expect the ILS Yankee runway 34 right approach into Jeddah.
Roger that, Emirates 870. Okay, so actually we, as you can see, we have green hydraulic system is gone. We have yellow as a backup, but landing distance will be affected because we don't have reversers, and probably will be landing quite fast using flap 3, and for taxi steering endurance is limited. We have served TCAS 1 fault. Let's try the autopilot again. Okay, autopilot is back. Yeah, again. Wow, that's something, man. Happy to see him. Let's go to nav mode. Okay, no nav. At least we have heading bug. Cool. Flight director is gone. Okay, now we can use it. Of course, aircraft can't maintain 240. Let's try to do dire. Maybe this will get the nav back again. Flight plan. We are going to this waypoint from position to dire. Check. Nav is back. Cool. So we are troubleshooting these bugs together, or these issues together. if you wanna try that scenario, this could be a helpful tip as well. Max speed is 220 knots. Let's reduce our speeds. Actually, the aircraft is doing that already. It's barely maintaining the speed. And engine is roaring. At least we restored our autopilot, which is cool. Let's get this one ready as well for gravity extension.
Emirates 870 descend altitude 3,008 feet continue.
Descending to 3000 Emirates 870. Let's pull this one, open descent. So it should maintain the speed. Actually, we can increase the speed a bit to be faster because we do have fire on board. So let's dial 250, 240, something like that. This will increase our descent rate and our speed as well without using engine power as we are descending. Currently we should be flying. We could ask for a shortcut to turn back, but I think we need some time to prepare our cabin and our crew, because since the emergency we've been really busy, so we didn't speak with the crew. We need to brief them with nets, nature of emergency, intention, time, evacuation, and securing the aircraft. So currently we do have about time. Let's get the time. 15:47, within 10 minutes. Okay, since I'm using ATC SayIntentions, so let me show you guys how we can cabin crew prepare the cabin for emergency landing. We have lost 3 engines. Intention, we're gonna land in Jeddah International Airport after 10 minutes. Evacuation will be needed. We do have engine fire. Fire is on left side. Actually, we need to evacuate from right side. Usually the cabin crew will be synchronizing his watch.
Understood, Captain Khalil. We are preparing the cabin for an emergency landing. I will ensure the cabin is secured and inform the passengers about the situation. We will be ready for evacuation, prioritizing the left side as instructed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main flight
So
attendant.
he or she should synchronize their watches with the captain for the 10 minutes, so everyone is like timed and planned for that emergency landing.
Tightly and remove any sharp objects from your person. For evacuation from the right side.
Okay, she got that. Okay, she got that. We're gonna evacuate from right side, not left side. Cool, cool, cool. Now we need to dial back to 220
The right side as instructed.
because like it's really hard to maintain that.
This is your lead flight attendant speaking. We are preparing for an emergency landing at Jeddah International Airport. Please remain calm and follow the instructions of the cabin crew. Secure your seatbelts tightly and remove any sharp objects from your person. We will be evacuating the aircraft upon landing, likely from the right side. Thank you for your cooperation.
Emirates 870, we have fire on engine number 1. We need to have emergency vehicles standing by and we'll do evacuation from right side.
Emirates 870 Super, Jeddah Tower, wind 05 runway 348, clear to land. Emergency
Okay.
vehicles will be standing by.
Okay, we have.
Evacuation from right side due to engine fire on left.
Did you see that? We have lost the flight plan.
On final approach to runway 348.
So that's also another challenge. We have lost the autopilot, started turning right on its own because like we have suddenly lost the flight plan. So currently we're not doing an ILS approach, we're doing a completely visual one, and we are below the glide slope as you can tell. So yeah, actually we need to start lowering our gear now because like this will take time. I don't even know my distance from the airport. So let's enable airport. It's approximately 6 or 7 miles from these circles. And let's go for flaps 1. Hopefully this will be working. Oh, okay, now I can see aircraft is yawing because we have speed is in dial. Let's go for flaps 2. Speed brake on. Or idle. Flaps 3. Landing gears down. Let's be careful with the speed. Of course, we should be using rudder trim, but as you can tell, we do have so many bugs with this aircraft and failures, so we gotta improvise and we gotta use what we have. Especially, I'm a single pilot. I got no one to help me, so either focus on flying or look down for the rudder trim. Speed is getting low. Let's hear that engine. It's barely maintaining alt. We're 50. I'm using toga power. 50 should be at the threshold of runway. Okay, now let's start Zen idling. That was a harsh landing, but yeah, we have only one working engine. We're not gonna use reverse, manual braking. Now we need to evacuate the aircraft. We need to shut down our engine.
Emirates 870, Super Jeddah Tower, emergency vehicles are en route. Stay put.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It was so buggy, to be honest with you guys. When I did the quad engine failure, I didn't have all these bugs, but it's you and your luck, you know. So give it a try. It's still a fun scenario. I had to improvise all the way in because like I kept losing essential systems. But yeah, it's fun. Hope you liked that one and make sure to like and subscribe. Take care and I'll see you next one. Bye.